Good morning, good afternoon, good evening viewers, and happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Today I am back with making presentation great and more impactful part 2. Today we will see some more tips to make our presentation more effective and impactful. In last video we have talked how we can be fearless and more confident while giving the presentation. We have also spoken about the importance of the visual part in our presentation. Now, do you know from the content perspective what are the different kind of presentation that we make? There are only two. One is informative type, where we are going to provide some information that we expect the audience needs to know or to increase their knowledge. Second type, persuasive, where we are trying to convince the audience to accept certain idea, belief or position, or to take certain particular action. So these are the two types of presentation that we make. Well, do you know what all things we need to keep in mind when you are speaking during the presentation? Let's talk about them now. So first is pitch or volume. This depends on the number of audience and the environment. For a large number of audience in a big conference room or meeting room, in that case we need to raise our volume a bit so that the last person in the corner or the farthest person who is sitting can hear us clearly. But remember, when you are addressing a larger crowd, might be in an auditorium kind of setup, in those cases most likely you will be using a microphone. If you are using a lapel mic, in that case speak in the normal tone. If you are using a handheld mic, then also speak in the normal tone, but remember, while speaking your mic is always more or less in a constant distance from your mouth. Second, we need to maintain the pace. Don't go too fast, too slow. Pace should be correct so that your audience can realize, can understand what you are saying. The third type is pause. Give pause in appropriate time. Follow the punctuation marks and stop accordingly based on that. Whenever there is an end of topic or there is a logical closure or logical end, that time give little longer pause so that people can understand that it's a logical closure. Number 4, voice modulation. Very important. Don't speak in a flat monotonous tone. That becomes the entire speaking or hearing rather very monotonous, very boring. So use voice modulation. Don't do it too much, but little bit of up and down helps your audience to connect with you. Number 5, eye contact. Have an eye contact with your audience, especially if you have a little large audience. In that case, maintain a wavy eye contact covering everyone in the room. But remember, don't stare at only one person. In that case, that person will feel utterly uncomfortable. Finally, body language. Keep a positive body language. Show energy and enthusiasm when you speak. Right? That enthusiasm and energy gets percolated, gets spread to your audience as well. If the audience is more, it will be good if you stand and speak. May not be throughout, but once in a while, do a little bit of walking in the space provided for you. Next, do you know while giving the presentation how should we look? Very important. Remember, if you are giving the presentation to a group of people for the first time when they don't know you as a person, as an individual, in that case first few minutes are very important, which we have seen in the previous video also. So it is very important that we look professional, and for that we need to dress accordingly and groom ourselves accordingly so that In simple term, we should look good, we should look professional, right? That's it for today. Thanks for watching. I shall come back again with some more tips to make the great presentation very soon, and that will be part 3 and the last section in this series. Till then, goodbye and have a nice week ahead. Thank you. Thank you again.